checkout orders should proceed to the immigration booths marked U.S. residents. All other customers should follow the signs to the visitors lane. Customers who are transiting outside the U.S. do not need to collect your bags at Miami. You must, however, clear immigration and customs with hand baggage. Can we please remind customers transferring onto a cruise ship that you must pick up your luggage at the airport before clearing customs. So folks, those of you lucky enough to be going off cruising, please don't forget your luggage. If you are connecting onto a US domestic flight here in Miami to San Juan, Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, or any of the US Virgin Islands, you must reclaim your baggage at Miami and clear the United States Immigration and Customs Inspection. A transfer desk is located on the right-hand side as you exit the customs hall, where you can recheck your bag for your onward flight. Customers connected to Central America, the Caribbean, the Bahamas and Mexico, where you do not need to pick up your bags. I'll also be terribly jealous of all of you who are connecting onto those fabulous places. All of our flights to our partner, American Airlines, depart from Concourse D. So folks, if you're off of American Airlines next, that's Concourse D on the second level. Lastly, please be aware that all mobile phones must be switched off before entering the terminal building. Now folks, I have one last piece of information for you regarding the flight today. Our in-flight entertainment system is playing on what we call a rolling broadcast. So you do have movies and a selection of audio channels. The list of these channels can be found in page 131 in the back of your Highlight Guide magazine. This is slightly different to our usual programming, but I can assure you there will be movies and programs for you to watch on a rolling system. So if you would like to have a look at the list of those programs, it's on page 131 before you go making your channel selection. Well, that is absolutely quite enough from me for now, so I shall leave you to enjoy your flight. Sit back, relax, and welcome. services in your handheld electronic devices. For this safety of your seats, take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have moved and can fall out and cause injury. Before leaving the aircraft today, please make sure that you have all your personal belongings with you, and remember that smoking is not allowed until you have reached a designated area. All of us at British Airways and Worldwide Alliance would like to welcome home our customers who live here in Miami and wish those of you visiting an enjoyable stay. If you are travelling on further, we wish you a safe onward journey. It has been our pleasure to serve you, and we look forward to welcoming you back again very soon. Thank you and good evening.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross-check please. Doors to manual and cross-check.